Las Vegas will get the first possession. Now Gray. Wilson in the post.
She's guarded by Billings.
Back to Wilson. 5 on the clock. Shot clock! And they force the shot clock violation. Great defense.
And we have to take another look at that block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that, it goes a long way. It establishes the attitude you want.
Mitchell with it. Pass to Billings. Clark outside. Three-pointer. Las Vegas grabs the miss. And here's Young. Now Lloyd. And the call will be against Kelsey Mitchell. That is her first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
About a minute into this first quarter. Gray outside. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer Jackie Young. One up, one down. She makes her first shot in this game.
Usually she's providing the pass. Young has to be happy to be on the receiving end of a catch and shoot. More than willing to fire.
Mitchell, right side. Rebounded by Jewel Lloyd.
Yeah, remember that. That's not an opportunity she fails to convert very often.
Oh, a great player in this league for a long time. Jewel Lloyd took home the 2023 scoring title.
Yeah, scoring almost 25 points per game. And if you remember when Stewie left Seattle, Lloyd picked up the scoring load, proving she is more than capable of being a #1 option.
Now about 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Pass to Young. And here's Smith. Pulls up from the top of the key. Kept alive. That's her second shot and her second basket. My math says that's 2 for 2.
Just a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. It's Young with the board and the bucket.
Now here's Mitchell. Here's Boston. And the bucket counts, and she's on her way to the line to try to make it a three-point play.
And the Aces selecting Asia Wilson with the first pick back in the 2018 draft. That was a franchise-changing moment.
Absolutely. Wilson has now won a few MVPs and multiple titles with the Aces, proving that when you add a generational player like Asia, it can change everything. Well, you just have to be excited about Aaliyah Boston, a young woman with tons of skills. She dominated in college, and she's going to dominate in the WNBA.
Now here's Gray. Wilson, left side. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
Second team foul.
That one on Billings. And not only has Asia Wilson won MVP awards, she also has multiple Defensive Player of the Year trophies.
Yeah, the key there, Blake, is plural. I mean, she's got a bunch of them. And so when we watch Wilson, we are no doubt watching the best two-way player in the game. Plus, you think she's added that three-point shot as well a couple of years ago. The only question with Asia Wilson is, what can she do?
And during her 2024 MVP season, Asia Wilson set a new WNBA scoring record.
Yeah, she became the first player to score 1,000 points in a single season. Wilson averaged just about 27 points per game. Just unreal.
And she's good on the second.
And when you look at the numbers, three-point shooting has leveled off a bit here in the W.
Yeah, it's still a huge part of the game, but the amount of attempts isn't increasing like it was before. It's been about the same the last couple of years.
Well, and we're all thinking why, right? And I think it's because teams have gotten better at defending the three-point line. And listen, there's really only so many threes you can take per game.
Mitchell, shot's good.
And Mitchell's ability to space the floor is so valuable to this offense.
The Aces leading. Wilson outside. Pass to Young. Up and in on the layup.
Flashy handles from Young, certainly doesn't lack confidence on the floor.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Clark with it. And it's Wilson picking her up.
Now here's Billings. The shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
That's where you like your shots to come from.
Now here's Gray. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Pass to Wilson. Blocked. Here's Hull. And she was fouled in the act of shooting, and opportunity for a three-point play.
Pretty points from Hull. She leaves it all out on the floor.
At the line for the away team, Lexi Hull. One shot.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
Coming into her own in this league, Lexi Hull making the most of her minutes.
Pass to Smith. Three-pointer, Jackie Young. And the rebound goes to the Fever. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Boston up top.
Covered by Smith.
Back to Billings.
Shoots over Wilson. The shot by Billings, no good. And it's the Aces with the ball. They trail by 1. Now Gray. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
You foul Asia Wilson, you better really foul her. With her strength, she can burn you if you let her get that shot off.
And right before the 2025 WNBA season, Chelsea Gray won Finals MVP of the new 3-on-3 league.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch that 3-on-3 league. Gray playing during the offseason, adding another title to her resume. She's got gold in the games, a few titles in the WNBA as well for good measure.
Clark with it.
Boston outside.
Back to Clark. The three is up. Again, a miss by the Fever. To the paint. Young shot's good.
Well, you look at Young, she's strong, a bigger guard, and that helps her down low.
The Fever trailing. Clark outside. Pass to Mitchell. Shoots over Young. Mitchell, shot's good. And it's the Aces with the ball. Gray outside. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Fever.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
Now here's Mitchell. He has 5. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Here's Bell.
She's covered by Cunningham.
Shot's good by Bell. And it's the Fever ball. A 4-point game. Outside, Hines Allen. Misses the 3. And here are the Aces now. Pass to Gray. From the arc.
It's hauled in by Boston.
Clark. Mitchell outside.
Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
This is the pure shooting ability of Mitchell at work. Allows her to score right off the pass.
Out to the left wing. Pass to Gray. Three-pointer. Hits the three-point bomb.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back.
Turning into a three-point contest.
Now here's Clark. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Mitchell. And another three for Indiana.
Well, a consistent three-point shooter like Mitchell always has an answer. She goes right to the line and strikes back.
Here's Gray. Pass to Young. Let's go with a three. Hines Allen pulls it in. They've been trailing for a few minutes.
But that could change right here.
Mitchell outside. Hines Allen, covered by Smith. Here's Boston. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Now the Aces with it. And here's Gray. Outside Young. Pass to Bell. And out of bounds, the Fever will take it.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And now it's time to take another look at that huge swat.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and she is not about to give up an easy look.
Now here's Clark, guarded by Young. Mitchell a screen. Caitlin Clark outside. Rebound by the Aces. Now here's Young. She's got 9. Pass to Bell. Back to Young. Up top, Wilson. Clock at 6. Here's Talbot for 3. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
Boy, not too much respect shown to her by the defenders.
Mitchell outside.
Cunningham.
Pass to Clark. There's the 3. Talbot pulls it in.
Well, with a clear look at the basket, she doesn't really miss a lot of those.
Outside Young. Here's Bell.
She's covered by Cunningham.
Here's Talbot. Fires the 3. Her shot is good, making her a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
She might not have the long-range ability of some other players in this league, but she'll knock down open ones like that.
Pass to Mitchell. Now Cunningham. Back to Mitchell. From downtown, that's another one for her. Her 5th in just 7 shots.
And she answers right back with a 3 of her own.
Oh my! They're getting into it. We have got a duel shaping up right now.
Wilson in the post, and the basket is good.
Please, please don't take your eyes off her because she can make plays from multiple spots on the floor.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Aces ahead. They're up by 6. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, what's your take on the Aces so far?
I love the effort on the glass right out of the gate from them.
And it takes effort from all 5 players to get a rebounding advantage like this.
Talbot pulls it in.
She kind of short-armed that shot after doing a nice job of getting open.
Cunningham over to help.
Here's Bell. And the aces, another three.
And that's using the bounce pass to perfection.
Outside Cunningham.
Hines Allen.
Pass to Boston.
Over Turner. It's stolen by Turner. Here's Bell.
She's covered by Cunningham.
Now here's Gray.
Here's Parker Tyus.
Here's Bell. He has 5. Talbot, no good.
Boston right side.
Pass to Harris. The tray drills it from outside.
Well, guards like Harris need to be able to stretch the floor. And there, she does.
A 2020 top 10 pick, Ty Harris broke out in 2024, in year 5 of her career.
Averaging a career best 10.5 points per game. You mentioned she was drafted in 2020, started her career in the Wubble. It's been a challenge for players like her who didn't have your average rookie year.
Oh, man. That's one she'd like to have open.
Pass to Talbot. Inside. Gray outside. For 3. Sinks the triple.
What focus from Gray? A point guard by trade and maybe in the scorebook. She can also score without the basketball.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. Both teams deciding to change it up. The Fever trailing. Pass to Hole. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Indiana again missing. Here's Bell. Outside Lloyd. Launches a 3.
And it's Cunningham with the rebound.
And she drops it in from the low post.
The only tough part of that basket was establishing position inside. The rest was easy.
Outside Lloyd. Jacks up a 3. The Fever pull it in.
Even without that 3 ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
The Aces leading. Pass to Bell. Tries a 3. And another miss by Las Vegas.
Outside Cunningham.
Beyond the arc. But they'll get another chance. Shot clock at 6. The 3. Turner grabs the board. Here's Las Vegas. Gray up top. Johnson defending. Turner. And she takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Flexing her physical attributes to complete the basket through contact. That's a heads-up play from Turner.
The offensive rebound.
Yep, count it.
She's got a great read of where that miss was going, and that enabled her to be the first player to it and get the putback.
Now here is Lloyd. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. From outside the arc. No good there.
Now Boston.
Pass to Johnson. There's the triple. Good on the three-point shot. Here's Gray. She's got 6.
Now Bell.
Back to Gray. Puts up a three. Johnson pulls it in.
Pass to Cunningham.
Fires for three. Connects from three-point range.
Well, for this offense, Cunningham is such a key. Hitting those corner threes really opens up the rest of the floor.
Gray outside. And here's Lloyd. Back to Gray. Lets the three fly. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, she can give it as good as she gets.
We're seeing some gamesmanship right now. Answers right back with the three of her own.
And it's out of bounds to the Fever as Indiana retains possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now here's Clark. Not a lot of room. 6 on the shot clock.
Cheyenne Parker comes up with the rebound.
Here's Las Vegas. They lead by 4. Pass to Talbot. It's stolen by Hull. Now the Fever moving it up. Here's Hines Allen. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed assist.
She made that pass to a spot and let her teammate run right into it. That is how you distribute the basketball.
Now here is Lloyd. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. That one drops for her.
Look, it's no secret that rebounding is all about effort. And that's something Wilson is never lacking.
Mitchell, guarded by Young.
Screen by Hines Allen.
And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3.
That's an excellent box out, keeping herself between the opposing player and the basket.
Outside Lloyd.
Offensive rebound. Parker Tyus.
And she banks in the layup.
Where was the box out? Some easy second chance points.
Those kinds of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Now here's Clark. Mitchell outside. Takes the 3. That ball is good for another field goal, her 6th. And she's at a 6 for 9 on the stat sheet. And the Aces call time here. And the Fever making a change here. And it's the Aces with the ball. To the middle. Knocked away.
Love how tenacious Wilson is. Just daring defenders to foul her on the way up.
Team foul. At the line for your Las Vegas Aces, Asia Wilson. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. That's also good, so she hits them both. Indiana with the ball, trailing by 5. Mitchell outside from past the arc.
Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
She is just bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from her?
Well, we've already seen a lot. I mean, she's got more points from outside the arc than inside the arc.
Now here's Wilson using the post moves to get the 2 points.
A strong combination of finesse and skill. And look, when Wilson's rolling, keep feeding her the ball.
Here's Clark.
Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game.
But he got away with a major lapse there.
Gray with it. Wilson outside.
Pass to Smith. And they double up Melissa Smith.
Lloyd. Off target from three-point range.
I'm not sure why she keeps trying her luck from deep. It's just not working for her.
Now here's Clark. Gray defending. Back to Clark.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
And she buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Everyone knows that Kelsey Mitchell can score. So the question is, defensively, how do you slow her down? Well, tonight, they've really had no answers.
And that one good.
She is setting this place on fire. Her shooting has been off the charts.
And if they time it right, they can end this quarter with a little 2-for-1.
And that's how you really want to end a quarter.
Pass to Mitchell. Here's the three. Good again. She's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Nice job by Mitchell. She's a primary scoring option in terms of talent, instincts, and productivity.
Now here is Lloyd. Watches it. No good. For the 7th time in 7 shots. He's still over.
First team foul.
Indiana trailing.
They should use a little clock here.
Yeah, milk the clock with this possession.
And here's Clark. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her.
Boston up top. Hull.
And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. And the first half comes in a game that has been very close so far. Aces ahead. They lead by 1. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Start of the third quarter here after a closely contested first half. You look at Mitchell in this game, she's been everywhere.
She played a very smart game offensively, looking for and finding gaps in the defense and always looking for the best shot possible.
Yeah, the way she played that first half, well, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient on offense.
Now here's Clark.
Outside Billings.
Clark, Gray defending.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
To the inside. Here's Boston. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
And it's the ability of Boston to score inside that makes her so dangerous.
Pass to Gray. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Fever.
Here's Hull. Here's Clark.
Mitchell drains it from beyond the arc.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here's Gray. Young, Cole defending. Tried to come right back with the three of her own, but it's no good.
Pass to Boston.
Mitchell outside. He's feeling it. He can't get that one. The Aces trailing. Gray outside. Here's Wilson. She's covered by Clark. Back to Gray. Just 5 on the clock. Too open that time. Made it look easy.
The mechanics of Gray's jumper, when you break them down, are unshakable. The team's confidence in her abilities is well placed.
Hey, when you think about the best rebounders in the game, Melissa Smith has to be in the conversation.
Well, statistically, she's been a top rebounder in the league. Smith is 6'4", does a nice job boxing out, getting physical in the paint.
Timeout called the Aces. Here's Gray. She's got 11. Shoots the three. Offensive rebound. The Fever leading. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Pass to Hole. Mitchell takes the three. It's hauled in by Melissa Smith. Outside Lloyd. And here's Gray. Back to Lloyd. The three ball. Good on the triple.
Well, with an accurate and smooth three-point shot, you have to take Lloyd very seriously beyond the arc.
Pass to Billings. Clark outside. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. Covered by Lloyd. Mitchell, shots good.
And Mitchell is an experienced player, someone that understands exactly how to capitalize off the pick and roll.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Lloyd from long range.
It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston.
Indiana with the ball. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Clark outside. From beyond the arc and then some.
Well, she's a modern point guard. Mitchell has range, a great shot, handles, and of course, the ability to drop dimes.
Now here's Gray. 11 points in the game. And there it is.
And how huge has she been? Give her team a lift.
Yeah, certainly their deficit would be a lot bigger if it wasn't for her efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Here's Billings. Clark right side. The three. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
And add another three-pointer to their second half total.
They came out of the break dropping bombs and are just not letting up.
You'll love to see that.
Now here is Lloyd. Pass to Young. This one for three. Cans it from downtown.
Oh, Jackie Young, an emphatic response.
Here's the Fever with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Clark, Gray defending. Tries it from 9. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim.
That's a move very few players can make, guys. Sensational stuff.
Pass to Lloyd. Fires from deep.
It's hauled in by Boston.
So it's Indiana now. Now Clark. Back to Mitchell. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by Melissa Smith. Now Gray. He's got 11. outside Lloyd. Here's the three. The three-pointer is on target.
I love when Lloyd takes these quick shots because she doesn't give the defense any time to react.
And here's Indiana. They lead by 4.
Clark outside. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Clark. Pulls up. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Yeah, once she crosses half court, you got to stay awake because she can drop it in from deep.
No doubt. She's a threat from anywhere.
So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
So productive inside. Wilson is assertive down low and is always looking to make her mark.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. That misses, so she splits the free throws. Pass to Clark. Mitchell outside, shoots the three. That one is off. And the Aces with possession. Here's Young. That's her 6th make from the field. She's taken 9 shots and missed only 3.
Nice accurate pass right into the middle.
Clark with it. She's got 14.
Outside Billings.
Clark.
Back to Billings. Outside Cunningham.
Off target with the 3. The Aces trailing. And here's Gray. She's got 11. Pass to Bell. Now Young. Bell. She's covered by Clark. Now here's Gray. Three-pointer. That's in for her 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip. 5 for 10. Now here's Clark. Mitchell outside. Back to Clark. Takes the 3. Add basket number 6 to her stat sheet. She's now 6 for 10.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the 3 right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Now here's Young. She's got 14. Mitchell outside. Over to the left wing.
There's a screen by Billings.
Nathan Clark outside. And another 3 for Indiana.
And man, what a move to lose her defender, getting her on her heels and taking care of the rest with ease.
Gray outside. Pass to Young. There's the triple. Slides right through for her 7th basket in 11 tries.
Look, I'm not sure who was supposed to pick her up, but someone's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving her that wide open.
And 2021, the Aces signed free agent Chelsea Gray, and that was a monster move in league history.
For sure. I mean, she was a part of back-to-back championships with Las Vegas, and Gray was actually the 2022 Finals MVP. If the Aces didn't sign her, you wonder if they're still looking for a title.
So both teams changing it up here. Johnson outside.
Back to Boston.
Over Turner.
Boston, no good.
Well, that's just not a sight you see very often because she has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when she's open.
Tipped and stolen by Boston. Outside Cunningham.
Launches it. Las Vegas grabs the miss.
She keeps trying to force it up when she's guarded, and she's just getting brick after brick. Here's my suggestion. Move the ball around.
Now here's Gray. 14 points for her. Pass to Turner. 6 to shoot. Johnson with the steal.
Outside Cunningham.
Now Johnson. Hines Allen.
Defended by Turner.
Fires for 3. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off the Cardinals. The third quarter comes to a close. The Fever on top, up by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter here on 2K Sports.
Come on, fans. It's the
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Outside Lloyd. Back to Young. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
Another for Young, and while she's a tremendous passer, when she starts scoring like this, it adds another dimension for her team.
Now here's Hull. This one for 3. Can't hit that one. Here's Lloyd. To tie it up. And she takes it up and lays it in. And it's a tie ball game.
Showing the strength right there. Lloyd busting her way through the paint.
Pass to Cunningham.
Mitchell. Here's Johnson. Mitchell outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From downtown.
And Parker comes up with the rebound.
A chance here to retake the lead.
Showing that intensity in these last few minutes.
Here's Talbot. And that misses. That would have put them up. Johnson outside. Indiana again missing. And the Aces with possession. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Now here's Young. From outside, off the mark.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Mitchell, shot's good.
There isn't a part of the court that Mitchell won't let it fly. When she hits from the mid-range, it just increases the headache for the D.
Pass to Talbot. Young. That 3 off the mark. Now here's Hull. She's covered closely. Here's Hines Allen. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, just with fantastic touch around the rim. Hines Allen, we call her a finisher down low.
Now Talbot. The 3. It's good from long range.
That is some dime dropping. Exquisite assist.
Pass to Hull. Hines Allen. Mitchell with it. Now Young defending. Back to Hines Allen. And here's Hull. Lets it fly.
A rebound by Parker Tyus.
She can't get anything to drop. And the way she's going, it's probably not something to try to shoot her way out of.
And I'm sure her teammates would agree with that. You know, the last thing they want to see her doing is shooting it more.
Lloyd from long range. Another 3 for Las Vegas.
Perfect screen there. set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Mitchell. From past the arc, gets it to go from downtown.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball at one end with their own.
A three-point battle starting to take shape here.
Here's Talbot. Here's Parker Tyus. Drops in the layup for two.
Stephanie Talbot with it on.
The Fever trailing. Pass to Hole. Mitchell. Johnson outside. The three-pointer off the mark. And here are the Aces now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Now Talbot. Now here's Parker Tyus. Over Cunningham. Again, Las Vegas.
Whatever intensity might have been lacking the first half, these teams are making up for it now.
Yeah, I'll say. I mean, things have really picked up.
Now here's Hole. Back to Mitchell. Screen by Hines Allen. Lets it go from deep. And Kelsey Mitchell gets the three.
This game is all tied up because of her. Who knows where they'd be without her scoring today?
Here's Young. She clings that one off a back iron and it falls. Johnson with it. Pass the Hole. Mitchell. And the Fever hit again from deep. Here's Young. Puts up a three. Drops in the tray.
Showing some touch from way outside. When Jackie Young is making those, good luck defending.
Pass the Hole. Mitchell. The three ball. Turner grabs the board. The Aces with the lead. Here's Talbot. Now Parker Tyus. Johnson defending. And it's good. 2 points.
Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
Pass the Hole. Now Mitchell fires the three. Now here's Johnson, covered by Lloyd. Down low, Hines Allen. And she floats it in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Maybe the number one sign of a go-to player, Hines Allen nailing the big-time bucket.
Back to Young. All sorts of time. And the Aces tack on 2 more.
Pivotal bucket from Young, played in so many huge college games, winning a national championship, was ready for the bright lights of the WNBA.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
Young with a strong contribution so far in this one.
She's been killing it from deep. They've got to be up in her jersey at all times. Give her an inch, and guess what? She's going to drop in another three.
The Fever making a switch here.
Billings with it.
Working on Wilson. Here's Mitchell. Steps back and drains the J.
You can rely on Mitchell in the big moments, and you're seeing why right now. She's a confident shooter who is always ready to score.
Now here's Gray. Wilson the screen. Gray in the post. Shoots over Clark. And no good, trying to use the glass. And it's the Fever ball, trailing by 2. Mitchell, covered by Lloyd. Oh, up top. Clark. Pass to Mitchell. And here's Billings, covered by Smith. Shot clock at 6.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Mitchell. For 3. It's hauled in by the Aces. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Now here's Gray. Outside Lloyd. The 3. Yes! Great play by Chelsea Gray to set it up.
Important points from Lloyd. This team needed those.
Clark outside. Mitchell outside. Past the hole. To the paint. Clark. Gray defending. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Launches a 3. He can't hit that time. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Here's Wilson. And there's the 3-second violation. Here's Clark. Inside. Sinks it! What a beautiful shot to bring them within 3.
You know, it's never too late to make a sweet dime, guys, even if you're halfway through your shot.
And I think we'll see them burn the clock a little bit here.
Probably a smart move. Be calm, be patient.
Wilson. It's good!
What a bucket by Wilson. Refuses to let the high stake shaker and sinks it.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
They need to get a quick bucket here. If there's more than 24 seconds left afterwards, they can try for a stop. But if there's less, they're going to have to foul.
Here's Billings. Clark left side. Mitchell back to Clark. From the top of the key. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
So sometimes you have a player like Mitchell, she draws so much attention, it allows teammates to get open.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and game clock.
Gray outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Wilson. It's in!
They're not letting up, guys. They just keep coming at them.
And I think it's safe to say that lead is too big to overcome at this point. Just not enough time on the clock.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hayden Clark outside. Gets the 3 to fall.
She had her head on a swivel and was able to still pick up the pass and get the assist.
Timeout called the Aces.
And they commit the intentional foul, and we'll see another one of those so that they can get into the penalty.
You know, they had to foul to stop that clock. That's really the enemy in this situation.
Yeah, and who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range.
Maybe knock down a 3 or 2, who knows?
Second team foul. At the line for your Las Vegas Aces, Chelsea Gray. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. so she drops them both. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Now that's how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury him for sure.
So it's the Aces taking the W in a close game. Probably a little closer than they would have liked, but it's a win nonetheless.
And I think the fans gave them an emotional boost. They really needed down the stretch. This crowd was with them all the way.
And that'll wrap it up.